Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Game of Thrones. And we have finally made it to the long-awaited 8th season. So technically I've caught up and I haven't caught up because, you know, the 8th season is already done by now. But yeah, welcome to the 8th and final season of Game of Thrones. This is exciting, isn't it? Last time on Game of Thrones, we had the dragon and the wolf. A lot of things happened. Basically, following the events of Beyond the Wall, we brought one of the whites to show to Cersei, and it promptly scared the crap out of her. And yeah, we basically kind of convinced her to help with fighting the White Walkers, although she's not really going to do that. And she basically lied and told Jaime, no, we're just going to take back our lands and defeat whoever's left. But Jaime is like, no, that's not happening, because we can't defeat either of them. So he left. He's outie 5,000. Yeah. What else happened? Excuse me. Theon is going after Yara. Baelish is dead. Cersei is bringing in the Golden Company. It is confirmed that Jon is a true-born son of Rhaegar Targaryen, which means he is actually the true heir to the Iron Throne. And his real name is actually Aegon Targaryen, the 6th of his name. So yeah, and then at the end, Eastwatch was destroyed, and the wall was brought down by the Night King and Viserion, which, is that how you pronounce it? Viserion? I'll probably go back and forth. I mean, the problem is, these videos are this series is going to be completely recorded before I think even Season 7 goes up on YouTube, so yeah. That's basically that. We've got a lot of stuff to go through in these next 6 episodes, and we'll have to see what happens. Yeah, that's basically that. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. Don't be a dick, no spoilers. And, also, because this is the first episode of the season, if you want to watch the full-length reaction, completely unedited reaction, you can go down in the description of this video or to the pinned comment. There should be a link to either YouTube or Google Drive where you can watch my full unedited reaction. You're going to have to bring your own show footage, but yeah, should be alright. And if you like that, you can go try out full length. That's pretty much that. Yeah, with that being said, let's get right into Season 8, Episode 1 of Game of Thrones. Here we go. I'm excited. Whoa, that's different. What the heck? A different title sequence? Really? I mean, it's still kind of the same, just a little different. A lot darker. Alright. Here we go. I'm scared. This guy's like the new Bran. I love this music. I can kind of hear Daenerys' theme in there. Oh, and there she is. And there he is. Hey. Oh, that's awkward. They haven't met each other for a while. Yeah, Arya is impressed. Everyone chill, they're with us. Hug! Give him a hug! Yay, hugs! Yay, more hugs.
Winterfell is yours, Your Grace.
Yay.
We don't have time for all this.
Damn, Bran.
The Night King has your dragon. He's one of them now.
Oh, fuck.
The wall has fallen. The dead march south.
Man, Bran the bearer of bad news.
Your Grace.
Yeah, my lord.
But you're not, are you? You
No,
left Winterfell
feisty
and
10-year-old.
came back and...
I had a choice. Keep my crown or protect the North. I chose the North.
Yeah.
While I ensured our stores would last through winter, I didn't account for Dothraki, Unsullied, and 2 full-grown dragons.
That's a great question.
What do dragons eat, anyway?
Whatever they want.
That is true. They've gotten better about killing random people.
You used to be taller.
Huh.
How did you sneak up on me?
How did you survive a knife through the heart?
I didn't.
Yeah. Yes. Hugs. More hugs. Yes. Oh, I'm happy. So many hugs.
And elephants.
No elephants, Your Grace.
Aw.
That's disappointing.
It is disappointing. I wanted
I was
elephants.
told the Golden Company had elephants.
They are excellent beasts, Your Grace, but not well suited to long sea voyages.
Yeah, that makes
In
sense.
any event, you are most welcome here in King's Landing, Captain Strickland. You want a queen? Earn her.
Ooh.
How?
The war.
Given her justice, an army, and the Iron Fleet. Yet, she gives me no sign of affection. My heart is nearly broken.
You're on.
She has a keen sense of poetic justice.
That fucking family.
When the Citadel expelled me, I thought I would die poor
Killed
and alone.
Tyrion and Jaime.
But in exchange for my service, Queen Cersei made me her hand. What will she do for the man who rids her of her treasonous brothers?
Man, I don't think he would do it, though. Oh no, that guy. Oh no, those guys. Oh. It's Theon. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. That's for leaving her. And that's for coming back.
You want to go to Winterfell? To fight for the Starks?
Yeah.
Go.
Once he's dead, may never die.
Yay, hugs.
But kill the bastards anyway.
For once in their whole shit history, were ruled by a just woman and an honorable man.
Wait.
You
No.
make a handsome couple.
You overestimate our influence. Jon and Daenerys don't want to listen to lonely old men.
Not that old.
Go on.
Wait, you mean climb on?
I don't know how to ride a dragon.
Nobody does, until they ride a dragon.
That's a good
He doesn't
point.
want me to.
Then I've enjoyed your company, Jon Snow.
It's okay. You were in How to Train Your Dragon 2 and 3. You can do this.
What do I hold on to?
Whatever you can.
Yeah. Oh god. That has to be terrifying. Oh, he's so terrified. Never thought you'd see Winterfell from this angle. Just keep a hold on something. Where are we going? Jeez. God, he must be terrified. I mean, I'm sure Daenerys was too when she started, but oh my gosh. Crazy, man. I feel like Rhaegal is purposely, like, almost trying to shake him off. Just to scare him. Did they crash?
You've completely ruined horses for me.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's cold up here for a southern girl.
Huh.
So keep your queen warm.
Oh my. Oh. Oh. Why'd they have to make them related? Oh.
Don't be afraid.
They're looking out for her. That's funny. The dragons have a new stepdad, who's also their cousin. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Keeping one eye open.
I heard you were here.
God, it's a double reunion.
You left me to die.
First I robbed you.
Tuh.
You're a cold little bitch, aren't you? Guess that's why you're still alive.
Huh. Aw, but I want a hug.
Oh.
Queen's here.
So you're the man?
Which man am I, Your Grace?
The one who saved Ser Jorah when no one else could.
They could. They just wouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
Also a sword.
From the Citadel?
From my family. It's been in House Tarley for generations, so it would have been mine anyway, eventually.
Oh.
Father had other ideas.
I offered to let him retain his lands and titles if he bent the knee.
He didn't.
He refused.
This is awkward.
At least I'd be allowed home again, now that my brother's the Lord.
Oh.
Your brother stood with your father.
He fell down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to be down here.
Yay, more hugs!
I bent the knee. I'm not king in the north anymore.
I'm not talking about the king in the north. I'm talking about the king of the bloody Seven Kingdoms.
Fuck, I feel like we could have brought this up better.
Your real father was Rhaegar Targaryen.
Oh my gosh.
You've never been a bastard. You are Aegon Targaryen, true heir to the Iron Throne. He promised your mother he'd always protect you. And he did. Robert would have murdered you if he knew. You're the true king.
It's true.
Aegon Targaryen, sixth of his name, protector of the realm, all of it.
Yeah.
You gave up your crown to save your people. Would she do the same?
Ooh. But him being the king doesn't I don't know. It doesn't work out properly.
Stay back, he's got blue eyes!
I've always had blue eyes!
Ha! Oh. Did they just get back to Castle Black?
We'll get there before the dead. We just have to hope the Night King doesn't come first.
You know, I should have seen that coming. And I was a fool. Oh boy. Alright, I'm good. Who's this? Oh, it's Jamie. Oh, and his beard is back. Yes. It's been a while. Fucking Bran. Oh. And you pushed him out. I forgot about that. That's episode 1. Oh, man. Is that it? Yep. Alrighty. And that was Winterfell. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. This. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh gosh. Oh geesh. Okay. Okay. Just that was a good episode. I do have to say, we're pretty much just hot on the heels of last season, basically. So yeah. Alrighty. So let's talk about this stuff. Not exactly an action-packed episode, but this is definitely like a, alright, basically like a let's get going episode. Like, alright, we gotta move some things along, pick up where we left off last episode, because, you know, The Dragon and the Wolf was a packed episode. So we're really just, alright, we're moving things along, we're getting ready, let's keep going, we're still building up, and basically it's like we're setting everything up for the battle with the Night King right now. And technically, I suppose, the battle with Cersei, too. So, yeah. Alrighty. The first thing I wrote down, there's really not much you can say here, but I wrote down Bran and news, because I like that he was immediate with that. I like that he was so immediate with that when they were talking, it's like, we have no time for this. The Night King has your dragon. It's one of them, and it's coming here, and just Daenerys just looks over and and because of how fast he's talking, just this look of like fear and sadness just comes over her, because it's like, yeah, your dragon Viserion is one of them now, and it's like, oh, that sucks. But yeah, I just like how fast and how he's so to the point now. It's so interesting watching him because he's such a different character. Like, almost all of his feeling and emotion basically has been like drained away from him now that he's the Three-Eyed Raven. It's so fascinating to watch, but at the same time, there is still a little bit of it there. And, you know, we saw that a bit in the last episode when, you know, they were piecing together that Jon is Aegon Targaryen. We saw that, you know, we kind of got a little bit of emotion from him, and there, honestly, when he was, you know, we don't have time for this, the Night King is coming, and it's like, so, that's interesting. Next thing, one of the bigger things is King Jon and Dany. So, this whole thing with the North, which it makes sense with the North. You know, one of the things with Robb was I almost didn't understand, kind of, basically how I don't know, it was very frustrating when the North started to turn on Robb a little bit. You know, watching the Boltons or, I guess the Karstarks. But yeah, it's like watching all of them slowly turn on Robb through the decisions he made. But I will say I understand the North's frustration with Jon. That, you know, they made him king. They made him the king of the North. And, you know, they put their trust into him that he would lead them and protect them. And almost immediately, he goes and he bends the knee to a Targaryen, no less. You know, it's like, if there was anyone to bow to, it's like, a Targaryen? No. A Lannister? No. Like, they wouldn't like that he would bow to anyone, but a Targaryen is pretty bad. And, like, maybe if it was, like, a true Baratheon, maybe. But even then, they still wouldn't like it. Because they made him king of the North. They want the North to be a free country, basically. And so, him bending the knee to Daenerys, it's a hard sell. It's definitely a hard sell. Even, you know, right down to Sansa, it's a hard sell to get the North involved with this. Because, you know, right now, you know, Jon keeps bringing up, and it's a very good argument for Jon to keep bringing up, is that I told you we needed powerful allies to face the Night King, and I brought you 2 armies and 2 dragons. So, you know, it's almost like they can't really do anything right now about it, you know. They really can't do anything about it right now because, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm kind of tired. They can't really do anything about it right now, about their, you know, disappointment in him, basically, and everything, because, mostly because they they know the White Walkers are coming. And right now they just have to deal with that. And then afterwards, we'll have to figure this whole thing out about the King of the North and, you know, Queen Daenerys and stuff like that. So that makes sense. Now House Glover staying in their home and not going to Winterfell to face the Night King is stupid. They seem to be the only ones that are just going to completely abandon Jon and the war with the White Walkers. So that's stupid. You know, the others, Lyanna Mormont and everyone there, they're still there because they know the threat is real and they have to deal with it, but they're still not on board with Queen Daenerys and former King Jon. So yeah. I wrote down Gendry and Dragonglass, which was pretty cool. I guess it didn't even cross my mind that that's really why Davos went to find Gendry, was to have him as a blacksmith, basically, which it makes sense. You know, it wasn't just, oh, I went to get him just to get him, you know, duh, I'm such an idiot. No, he got it so that he could forge all the Dragonglass into weapons, which is pretty cool. I like that. And, you know, giving the Hound a Dragonglass axe and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. Let's see. Cersei and the Dead. You know, Cersei got the news that the army of the dead has broken through the wall. And she's just like, good. And just, you know, keeps going about her business. Because in her mind, well, either one of two things will happen. The North will destroy the army of the dead and the White Walkers, and then I'll destroy them. Or the White Walkers will destroy the North, and then I'll destroy them. And it's like, you stupid. That doesn't work like that. You can't beat either of them, and Jaime recognized that. That's the thing. You know, it does not work like that. You cannot beat either of them. So yeah, but that's why Jaime left last episode. I wrote down Euron and the Queen. Man, this guy is persistent, and you know, we didn't really get a fight between. I kind of thought we would get a fight between, you know, Euron and Theon to save Yara, but then it just happened while he was distracted. They just went in, got Yara, and they got out of there, which was clever at least. But yeah, Euron and the Queen. So Euron got what he wanted. He got the Queen, he got Cersei, but man, I don't know. He's so crazy. It's like, that's the thing. He's so crazy. I do like it. He's very entertaining to watch, but man, he is nuts. And, you know, Cersei recognizes that, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. I guess maybe part of the reason she did that was just to, you know, keep him on her side. So, yeah, I don't know. That was interesting, though. Okay, so Cersei has now tasked Bronn with killing Jaime and Tyrion. Man, I don't know if Bronn's gonna do that. I don't know. Poor Bronn. He's now stuck with Cersei, basically. Well, he could leave. He could just take that crossbow and leave and just be like, oh, bye. Jaime did that, basically. So, yeah, poor Bronn is still with the Lannisters right now, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I feel like he has to know that Cersei can't beat Daenerys and Cersei can't beat the White Walkers. So I don't know. I hope Bronn just like goes to Winterfell and is basically like, "Oh yeah, your sister told me to kill you." Not gonna do that though, because I feel like he would be better off with Jaime and Tyrion and Daenerys than with Cersei. So hopefully that happens. I don't want Bronn to die. I don't know. See, that's the thing, is because we're getting down to the wire now. You know, there's only 5 episodes left, and it's like anyone could die at this point. It's like it is open season on everyone now. So yeah, and I feel like that's the thing is right now, it's open season. Everyone is open to die at this point because who cares? It's the last season. Anyone could die. So that's the thing. I don't want Bronn to die. I don't want Jaime to die. I don't want Tyrion to die. I don't want anyone to die. Wouldn't that be amazing if friggin' no one died? That'd be interesting. That's the big plot twist is no one dies in this. But it can't work. We are at war. We are at war. We have to kill the Night King. We're gonna probably go to war with Cersei afterwards. I guess. I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna wrap this up in 5 episodes, but we'll find out. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I wrote down the Iron Islands and Dany. That is a good idea for Yara to take back the Iron Islands because it's like, well, shouldn't you go help with the White Walkers? And it's like, she's playing the long game basically. Like she's really thinking about this. Like, okay, if something goes wrong, if they start to lose, they need a safe place to retreat. The dead can't swim, so why don't we, spruce up the Iron Islands so that we can retreat there? That's honestly a good idea. So Yara's going to take back the Iron Islands and is prepared if things go south. Technically things are going south. The Night King's going south. But Theon is actually going to go back to Winterfell. And Theon's going to go back to Winterfell to help with the war. That's good. I like that. Well, I was going to say it may be awkward between Theon and Bran, but at the same time, I bet Bran just doesn't care anymore. I mean, even there, at the end with Jaime and Bran, which was interesting because it took me a second to realize it, but yeah, it's like, oh yeah, duh. Jaime was the one who pushed Bran out of the tower in the first episode. Now, 8 seasons later, they've been reunited. I hope they hug. No. I know that's been my running thing for the past few episodes, is just everyone hugging each other, but yeah. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so maybe it'll be awkward between Bran and Theon, but at the same time, I honestly don't think Bran cares anymore. I think he's completely, unemotional about it, so we'll see. I wrote down marriage. Marriage between King Jon and Queen Daenerys. That ain't happening anymore. Oh god, this is gonna be awkward. Yeah, marriage. That would have been interesting, and man, they are getting along really well. And so much that they went on a dragon ride together, which was pretty cool. I like that. Jon taking a dragon ride on Rhaegal. And him being terrified about it. That was fun. I did enjoy that. And then, when they got to the place and they were getting all flirty and stuff, and I like, they started to kiss, and both Drogon and I think Rhaegal too, both Drogon and Rhaegal just looked at Jon and was just, and she's just like, oh, don't worry about them. And they start to kiss, and he just opens his eyes and looks, basically makes direct eye contact with Drogon. That was so funny. I like that they're looking out for their mother. So yeah, that's really cool. I wrote down Sam and Tarly. So that was such a heartbreaking scene. That was such a heartbreaking scene when Daenerys had to tell Sam what happened to his father and his brother. Because that's the thing. It almost looked like, he was sad about his father, but at the same time, it's like, it kind of seemed to really hit him. It kind of seemed to really hit him when she said that his brother died. So that does suck, and it's definitely turned him off of Daenerys being the queen. Which sucks. It's like, that's just sad. It's like now he's fully on board for Jon being the king. because he thinks Jon wouldn't do that. But at the same time, you know, he asked Jon, it's like, would you do that? And Jon was like, well, I've had to do that before, but I don't know. And then we got the talk about, we finally revealed to Jon that he is Aegon Targaryen, 6th of his name, rightful heir to the Iron Throne. Oh, he doesn't want that. He really does not want that. He didn't want to be King of the North. He didn't want to be King of the North. But he is the rightful heir. And, ooh. So we're going to have to see how much that affects him. And how much that will affect Dany. Now, the thing is, you know, they went through this whole thing of... Sam said, it's like, okay, you gave up your crown for her. Will she do the same for you? And it's like... Ooh, I don't know. But here's the thing I want to talk about a bit. What does Jon being a Targaryen have to do with stopping the White Walkers? Isn't that our big thing? You know, Bran was trying to learn everything about, you know, the White Walkers in order to defeat them. But he kept getting taken back to Jon being a Targaryen, and I'm so confused. It's like, what exactly... I don't know. What about it? What about Jon being a Targaryen is useful against the White Walkers? We're still going to have the same people. We all have the same people. We have the Unsullied, the Dothraki, the Northern Men, 2 dragons. Like, what exactly... I don't know. I'm very curious. And the Wildlings and the Night's Watch, too. But what exactly... What does Jon being a Targaryen have to do with defeating the Night King? Because that is our big... We have to do this now. This is our big thing. What exactly... What is it? What are we doing, basically? Why is this so important that we have to do this now? I don't know. Maybe it'll unite the kingdom better? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, definitely. And then the last thing I wrote down was Tormund, Ed, and Beric. So Tormund and Beric survived, which is good. They must have gotten out of there at the last second. And they said that on horseback they can... make it to Winterfell before the Night King does, which is good. And then finding Little Lord Umber, which is just sad. So the White Walkers were there, but yeah, they need to go catch up. Basically, the Wildlings, the Brotherhood, and the Night's Watch all need to make it to Winterfell in time for the final battle with the Night King, I guess. Yeah. That's basically it. Good season opener. Definitely a good season opener, picking up right where the last one left off. And yeah, we'll have to see where it goes. I'm very curious to see what does Aegon Targaryen have to do with stopping the White Walkers. Because that is our big pressing thing right now. That is the big pressing thing for Bran, too. So there has to be something. There has to be something. Maybe I'm missing it, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll definitely see. But, yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, that is basically that. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Game of Thrones reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.